Okay, so I felt I couldn't do anything further with the image as it was. So I've switched back now to working with the picture plane. So I've put this red um, glaze over the top, fairly thin, so that the underlying image is not lost. It still has a presence, but that presence is lessened. So now that layer, that last iteration, is now pushed back spatially into the picture plane, and the new layer is the red. Um, okay, so this is starting to look and feel more like something that I can get my teeth into and that will sustain me for the duration of this painting. And that I think is the key. If there's nothing in it for you, then why would you keep doing it? So you've got to keep trawling through and trashing those images and shapes until you hook into something that really holds and retains your interest. So just briefly, the head of the odalisque is gone, so that the she has become a tree here. I'm feeling better about that. There's still residual parts of the body, the arm, like that, which I may be able to use, but these figures here that I've got much more interesting to me because they imply invention. You have to invent. In a sense, if you haven't got the model, if you're not working observationally, you have to invent a new language, which becomes a stand-in for the figure. Okay, so in a sense that these figures are vehicles. They're not real figures. They're symbols. They're vehicles to carry information about the figure. So to me, that's important because I don't want to paint figures as such. I don't want to paint modelled figures as such. So it's important for me to use a figure, but use it in an abstract context. And this is probably as close as I can get to it. Now, I'm going to show you a finished painting. Which has been up on the wall in the studio for a while, but this is more an indication of where I tend to head with my work, so that the figures remain symbols or graphic symbols, vehicles for information about humanity, etc. But also important is the mark making and the colour, and, as I said before, surface, creating a picture, finding the picture plane, and ensuring that you work with that restraint, if you like. Okay.